Good morning. My name is Mary Schneider, Chief Learning Officer and Managing Partner for TalentInspirations.com. I'm a business performance specialist who provides coaching to senior executives and individuals who want to achieve organizational and personal excellence. Today I'm going to speak with you on the topic of inclusive leadership. Have you heard the term before? If so, what does it mean to you? Is it to make sure everyone on your team feels valued and respected? Does it mean that as a leader you adjust your style to treat each person as a unique individual? For me, it's both of those things and much more. Having an inclusive organization is important because it affects your bottom line. Companies who have adopted an inclusive style and those with truly inclusive leaders, they see an increased retention rate, happier employees, higher levels of job satisfaction, which in turn will increase productivity, which actually means increased profits. If you Google the question, how do you train a manager to be inclusive, you'll receive nearly 26 million hits in 0.7 seconds. That's a lot of information. Let me tell you about one article that I read. It's called Inclusive Management, How to Implement an Inclusive Culture, and it was published by Marshall eLearning. The publication references work done by Candace Morgan, head of diversity at Pinterest. Morgan's article, called Part of the Team, shares how they designed and implemented an inclusive management culture. Pinterest found that inclusive managers do a few things differently. Number one, they create an open and empowering culture. 2, they lead by example. 3, they distribute work with input from the team members. Number 4, they make time to connect. And finally, 5, they put in time to visibly give their support. Once you put in an inclusive management culture into practice, then what? Louis Gerstner Jr., an American businessman, once said, "People don't do what you expect, they do what you inspect." So it's not enough to tell people leaders that they need to practice inclusive behaviors. We need to measure them against expectations, give candid and specific feedback along the way, and reward them when they're doing it well. We can gauge if leaders are being inclusive by surveying their team members to answer a few questions such as, do you enjoy working for your manager? Do you feel comfortable sharing your ideas and opinions? And does your manager know you and care about you as an individual? If you're ready to see an increase in productivity and more profits for your bottom line, consider putting a focus on having an inclusive culture. Mary Schneider, Talent Inspirations.